Welcome to another reaction stream. I hope you're doing well. My name is Todd. We have 5 videos today. It is Tuesday. It's a little late start here, but unfortunately that was due to yesterday's debacle. So I had to record, or stream, I guess, late last night. Many things yesterday, 2 interviews, maintenance crew showed up for an hour and a half, ended up doing nothing, which was amazing. They installed a new thermostat, and it's supposed to be a smart thermostat or whatever, and then apparently it wasn't too smart because it was not connecting to Alexa, so they ended up reinstalling the old one. And they were supposed to be back today, but apparently not. So today I was supposed to have jury duty. I got about 50 text messages yesterday and 50 emails that it was canceled. Yes. That's the greatest thing ever. I read the email, the text, and it just said, your service is complete. Thanks for using the service. And I'm like, yes, I don't even have to do it. I don't even have to go. That's the best jury duty you can get. But, oh my gosh. So I went to upload that video yesterday, the stream, and it looked totally fine, as it normally does. Usually the music and the edits are copyright claimed, which makes sense because usually they use popular music for some reason. I have no idea why. I guess to make it more popular. But all of a sudden, as soon as I hit publish, video was blocked. I'm like, wait, what? What just happened? 3 of the 5 videos got claimed and blocked in all territories globally for the music, not even the video themselves. Like, that rarely happens. That is very rarely the case, which is weird because the original videos are up and running. So I was just like, left confused. Like, what? How did that get blocked? And yet the originals are up. Makes no sense. So I had to literally edit all those clips and just mute them basically in the stream. Very annoying. Took forever. Definitely trying to cut out that part of the process. But I just couldn't avoid it. I couldn't avoid it. I had to do it last night and this morning. So hope you enjoyed that stream. The unedited version is available on toddreacts.com if you want to check it out. Hopefully none of these get claimed or blocked. Really, blocked is the big one, where it can't be seen by anybody. And what was weird is the fact that they're just little sections of that big hour-and-a-half video, and then they just block the whole thing. That makes no sense. But anyway, my gripes about YouTube aside. Got 5 videos today. Sprina, Arrowverse, Criminal Minds, Till the End of the Moon, Buffy and Angel. Should be a good, eclectic group. Very different fandoms and universes. And I hope you enjoy it. We're going to hop into, you know what, before I do that, follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ToddReacts. It'll notify you when I'm live. I do gaming streams here on Saturday, just kind of a hangout for an hour or 2. And you can catch the live streams Monday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Currently, that schedule will change. There is a nice little schedule on Twitch, which I wish YouTube had. I guess you just schedule the video independently, but then you'd have to reschedule and reschedule and reschedule and reschedule, as opposed to Twitch, where you just list your days, list your times, and list what's going to happen, which is just fantastic. It is great. It gives you a little countdown, too, which is really cool. But follow the Twitch channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Most of you haven't, which is wild to me. I guess you just kind of watch it as it's recommended on your homepage. I think that's what the analytics say. Leave a like on the video if you like it. Notifications, subscribe, all that stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Winter collection of merch is currently available on toddreacts.com. 15% discount for members. 5% discount on every order if you're a YouTube channel member. Just launched those a couple of months ago. Those will come in more handy when the live streams start on YouTube, which should be, I don't know, a month away, somewhere around there. It'll be soon. I'll make an announcement. You'll see it. And anyway, first video is Trina Robinson. This is more Trina based or starring, called Survivor. Boy, I wonder what song it is. Let's go ahead and hop into this. Oh, it'd really help if my sound was coming through my AirPod. There we go.
Let her lead. Stay away from me.
Bit of fight. Dang. All right. There's that soap opera anger. Boy, I hope this song doesn't get blocked. Now I'm like gun shy. I'm just waiting for it. It's got to be so awkward to film. It's got to be. Getting direction from off screen. You got like camera dudes, assistants, production crew, sound crew, etc.
Just do
What's up,
it.
Tacky? Thanks for following. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh, that notification actually worked. I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, that's got to be odd to do those kind of scenes, those adult fun time scenes, as I've so phrased because of YouTube. It's odd. It has got to be odd. I think two of the people on General Hospital said they won't do it, which I get. I get it. That would be very awkward. But it's good that they did it because honestly, it's an important part of the story. That's life, right? That is life. We can't ignore it. It happens. It does happen. Link down below in the YouTube description when this gets uploaded and posted there for the original edit. Go throw it some love. Definitely deserves it. Hopefully that music does not get claimed. Oh my gosh. Or at least blocked. Blocked is the only thing I care about. But that was nice. I got to see a little bit more of Trina fighting for her love and fighting for herself. Certainly Spencer put her through some things. mostly involving Esmee. That was a tricky situation, apparently. But, boy, what a big moment. Her, having her adult fun time for the first time with Spencer and leading up to it with that big date, big fancy date. I think that's the scene with the red dress, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. I think that's the clothes they were wearing during that date. But wow, what a ride! I suppose that's why. That is why. Not I suppose. That is why people watch that show and soap operas in general, is for the ride. It's very. I would say it's probably not very often that the stories go on and there's not a lot of huge drama swings, because that's the appeal of it. Is you put these characters that are really well-rounded, really fleshed out into these wacky situations, and you just kind of see what happens. I did read a comment that said they've been through a lot. That's not surprising. But, hey, that's what makes the connection stronger. If you've gone through a little bit of, turmoil, a little bit of obstacles, obviously none of us want that in real life. We'd like it to just be a nice, easy love or easy relationship. But it's not really realistic, is it? Sometimes it is, but every once in a while, tensions flare. Some things can be said that you wish weren't said. But if the connection is there and you actually care about each other, you find your way back. Or you apologize and get over whatever you're feeling, or you forgive what they said. That can be the hardest. That could definitely be the hardest. Trying to forgive something that was said that you said to them in confidence or something like that, and it was used against you in anger. Oof, that's brutal. That's a hard one to get by. I've never had that personally, I don't think. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had that interaction personally, but I do know it happens from a lot of people. A lot of people. That is apparently a very common thing, which is awful, because during a relationship, you see each other as like a team. You're in it together. You tell each other secrets. You tell each other things that you wouldn't tell anybody. And for that to be then used against you, that is a betrayal of trust, is what that is. And that's kind of hard to get back. You earn trust. You earn respect and all those things. So to work your way back into that's very difficult. Super difficult. Trina seems extremely strong. You'd have to be. To wade into waters of like a royal family, especially one with any sort of drama or, craziness, you would have to be pretty strong. It kind of reminds me of Meghan Markle a little bit, wading into the royal family. Like, I don't think personally I would ever do that, because that brings on a whole host of issues, and you have to impress people just to even be like accepted or, allowed in. I watched The Crown. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Very good Netflix show if you haven't seen it, about Queen Elizabeth. And then it introduced Princess Diana and how she had to basically, I guess it was basically an interview with Prince Philip and whatnot. And every family member, she had to kind of run through the gauntlet of being accepted and brought in and allowed in. Like that seems horrific. Meeting in-laws is stressful enough. Could you imagine like trying to convince people that you're decent enough for their kid to love or, represent the family? Oh my gosh. Parent or in-laws give you enough stress as is, because you do feel like you have to prove yourself a little bit, but you're not really proving yourself to represent them in a public way. Like, that's a whole other layer of wackiness. And then you have to learn like the proper etiquettes and all that stuff to represent a crown or a country or whatever, or a house. Good grief. That would just be, I don't know. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I know for a fact I would not do well there. For sure. Next video is Arrowverse based. Barry, Oliver, and Kara being the most iconic trio for 9+ minutes. I love how specific these titles are. It's very specific. 9+ minutes. Let's jump into that.
Oliver, hey, Kara. Really quick, I was excited about the two of you guys meeting each other. Oliver was the first person to train me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you did a really good job.
It's because he didn't hold back. I shot him. You can't hold back either.
You shot me?
I heard you heal fast.
He did shoot me.
Ouch. Okay. Are you sure about that? 'Cause I just met these people.
These people need to understand this isn't going to be easy. Don't hold back, especially against me.
Yes, sir.
Hey. I've been waiting 4 years for that, man. Oh, it's priceless. Hold on. You can get a photo. Boom!
Just a quick reminder. Super speed. I don't have it.
Noted. Whoa, wait. This is Barry and Oliver. They're friends.
Wait.
Okay, so you know that I'm Oliver and he's Barry.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't I?
Man. Hey.
Either of you ever saved the world before?
Last year.
Oh, it doesn't get old, does it?
Nope. You'd sure be screwing up the world.
Hey, you are too hard on yourself.
That's what people usually tell me.
And for good reason, I'm sure. But back on my Earth, it's just me and my cousin. Between the two of us, we're more powerful.
Do not allow advertising. If you advertise
you guys,
on
this
this
is my cousin
channel,
Clark.
I will ban
I'm so
you.
glad you get to meet.
That is a
Your cousin.
quick ban.
That cousin? The super cousin?
Oh, please, call me Clark.
Unless you want to push my stuff and then
Welcome to our
have
farm.
at it.
Are you puffing out your chest?
Yes.
Lois Lane, Daily Planet.
Wait, why did you guys think I wouldn't recognize you?
Well,
Oh, well, that's new.
Finally. God. Super hairy. Sorry. But I've been sitting in there waiting for you guys to figure this out because I have a lot of thoughts, okay?
You know, I knew something was off
Yeah,
when I
maybe
mentioned
it might help.
that they
You guys
followed
have
and nothing
to
was said.
act the parts. Come on, try it.
Usually it's just like, oh, you're real, or oh, hi.
Wear a mask. Sound like that. I don't.
Barry,
Wear a
there's something I'd
mask.
like to discuss before we go. What's that? That you probably shouldn't go. What? Oliver Queen is a public figure and an infamous vigilante. If you are in Gotham City, you're attracting the type of attention that we don't want.
no, if Gotham can handle the Batman, they can handle the Green Arrow.
The Batman's an urban legend.
Wait, you don't believe Batman's real?
He's not real. He's an urban legend concocted by the Gotham Police Department to scare criminals. I'm the original vigilante, Barry.
If you guys are done fooling around,
Actually, you know what? Could you pull that thing up? Because unlike you, my identity is not public, and I'd like to keep it that way.
This isn't your real face.
It might end up being my real face if we don't sort this mess out, so could you?
Happy?
Ecstatic.
Apparently you guys aren't done fooling around. Where's Oliver?
Huh. I don't know.
I guess he's still getting the hang of it.
I'm still getting the hang of it.
All right. So how do we find two people in a city of 1.6 million?
There is a radio personality named Vesper Fairchild. She knows everyone in Gotham, and I know her. She was doing an expose on white-collar
How
crime
did
back in the
Oliver
day, and I wanted
get
to
those powers? That's
persuade
awesome.
her that Queen Consolidated was above board.
So you slept with her, right?
No, I don't know.
You really got around back in the day, didn't you?
One time Oliver cheated on his girlfriend with her sister.
Hey!
Oh.
Now, you know what, fellas? We don't want any trouble, so maybe we can just talk this out, okay?
Talk it out.
Okay? I'll talk first.
All right, Barry. Dang.
you on the ground. Show me your hand.
That's probably the fastest GCPD has ever showed up.
I need SWAT at Nolan and Burton. 3 narrow sighted at Nolan and Burton.
Sir, we don't want any trouble.
Yeah, tell that to Oliver Queen here.
Oliver, stand down.
What were you thinking? That you were about to get yourself shot. You're welcome. I was de-escalating the situation, you know, like I would? Uh-huh. Guess what, man? I handled it exactly how you would.
Okay, you guys, maybe taking on each other's personalities worked for Amazo, but you were not gonna talk your way out of getting mugged, and you escalated the situation way too fast.
So what would you have done?
What I would have done is super sped us right out of there. All they would have seen is a gust of wind.
I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but we'll follow your lead next time.
Because there will really be a next time when someone threatens 3 superheroes with a gun.
I really think we've had enough distractions for one night.
Yeah, I agree with my friend. We appreciate the early release or whatever, but we're really fine on our own.
I'm afraid my employer insists.
Okay.
You said it wouldn't happen again.
Whoa, that is definitely not Bruce Wayne.
Oliver Queen.
Yeah, I'm Oliver Queen. Yeah. And you are?
The rain on your parade. If you're visiting Gotham to compare grappling hooks with Batman, you are out of luck. No one's seen him in years.
Told ya. Myth. I would never compare myself to a total badass like Batman.
What I think Oliver is trying to say is thank you for getting us out of jail.
What Oliver's actually trying
That's
to
amazing.
say is, who are you? And why are you helping us?
Gotham has enough problems without a guy in green leather showing off his arrows to everyone. So, the faster you find what you're looking for, the faster you can get the hell out of my city.
I lifted this off of a computer at the precinct. Should have the entire GCPD database.
You stole data from the police?
Oh, the Flash did it.
It's not funny.
I'm not laughing. Wow. Does he not like me?
No, he's like that with everyone. It's a warm up to.
So this is kind of becoming an annual thing, huh?
God, I hope not.
Is that a... Are you smiling?
I kind of like you guys. Don't tell anyone.
My true self is filled with darkness. Barry and Kara are different. They inspire hope. They inspire people because they are the best of us. And if this test of yours is gonna kill our best chance at stopping this crisis, well, as gods go, you're not a very smart one.
Barry and Kara.
Bold words.
You had more faith than I did.
I don't know Kara as well as I know Barry. But when things get tough, he doesn't slow down. He digs deep and runs faster.
That's my cousin to a T.
Then you know why I had faith in them.
You still trust me, right?
I'll always trust you, but might take more to convince them.
If you need me, I'll be there.
Guys, this is crazy. Everyone is going, including Barry.
I'm not going without him.
Metahuman or not, superpowers or not,
They definitely formed a
you
partnership.
Are our
Wow.
mightiest heroes.
I owe you an apology. Keeping you at arm's length was the wrong move, and, well, the truth is that this Earth could probably use a Supergirl.
Well, that's funny because I was just thinking my Earth could use an Oliver Queen. That's probably why these people look to you as their rock.
You guys feeling the group hug?
No.
Come on, come on.
Hey.
There's a ton of moments that I think people will be really excited about. People that fight each other, people that interact with
I need
each
to
other.
see the
like-
episode. I blacked out. I forget what happened.
Yeah, I kind of forget what happens too.
We're all there though.
Wonderful edit. Gosh, they're so good together. That is incredible. Link down below in the YouTube description. for the original edit. Go throw it some love. Pretty clear they became close. Oh my gosh, that is such a good trio. I love it. It's too bad it didn't happen all the time. I brought up this because it kind of talks about that. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Even though we only got 4 crossovers worth of interactions, the dynamic of Barry, Oliver, and Kara was truly something special and perfectly solidified them as the trinity of the Arrowverse. With that, what is your favorite moment between the trio? I ask you that in the comments. What is your favorite moment between that trio? Somebody said, Kara imitating Oliver's voice, I'm the Green Arrow. Barry imitating Oliver's voice, wear a mask. Oliver, I don't sound like that. I'm glad that was included in that edit. In this same vein, it's a really quick scene, but just a quick reminder, super speed, I don't have it. Again, in that video. Really loved the moment when Oliver told them how he believed Batman was just a rumor spread by the Gotham Police Department. Best moment is when Oliver said, I am the original vigilante Barry. Super speed, I don't have it. I mean, Kara complaining at them in Gotham jail was pretty good. I like how Oliver took responsibility, and during the crossovers, we saw how much more of a cooler hero he was compared to Barry or Kara, despite not having superpowers. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, even though Batman doesn't have superpowers, he's still regarded as one of the coolest superheroes. Personality, the gadgets, the likability, etc. There's a few, but my favorite was the time Oliver is all, just a quick reminder, super speed, I don't have it. Quick reminder, super speed, I don't have it. Any scene of them in Elseworlds, I mean, this trio, what makes it my favorite crossover, from Kara imitating Oliver to them debating the existence of Batman. And even when they were in prison and Kara just starts complaining about them to them. Maybe unpopular crossover for a few reasons, but I think having it be so focused around their dynamic as a trio was a really good idea. Honestly, they could have had an entire spin-off show with the personalities and them like starting to trust themselves and each other, and Oliver having a kryptonite arrow in Crisis on Earth X and Kara's reaction, priceless. Basically all of Crisis on Earth X. Super speed, I don't have it, of course. At their peak, they're easily the 3 best written characters of all time. Comment deleted by user. But I meant in general for me. Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say, I don't know if I'd jump that far. When they're on the roof in Gotham talking about Oliver's Playboy days when he slept with Sarah while she was with Laurel, cracks me up. Yeah, that was pretty good, for sure. Music Meister, it didn't have Green Arrow, and I know that wasn't the question, but the Barry Kara thing was great. Oh, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you actually left them. Andy from The Office, great quote. Their group hug, there you go. Boy, that edit covered everything said in these posts. That's incredible. Gosh, what an unbelievable trio. In season 7, episode 4, I think Abracadabra shows up, and maybe I said that right. Shows up and he's talking about how he lost his family during Crisis, and then Barry mentioned how he lost his Oliver, who was like a brother to him. So since Barry considered Oliver his brother, does that mean that he considers Kara his sister because they're super friends? Or does he just think of her as a normal friend like Caitlin? I think his relationship with Oliver was deeper and had a lot more time to develop. I think he is close friends with Kara now, but they haven't had the same bonding experiences that he had with Oliver. Specifically, he had those moments with Oliver while Barry was still learning to be the Flash for the first time. It was a huge milestone in Barry's life, and some of it depended heavily on Oliver's advice and support during that time. Yeah, like when he was shot with the arrows. Nothing says bonded for life like being shot with arrows. Not really. Kara's just a normal friend. Oliver had evolved as a mentor/friend to a brother. That comes with both time and experience. Kara and Barry rarely interact outside of crossovers, so I don't think she's as close to him as a sister. Relationship means more when you shoot each other in the back with arrows. Right. There you go. You wouldn't accept that from anybody else. I'd like to see them together more. The crossovers are fun, and these shows need some more. Yeah. Honestly, it's too bad they didn't see the success of that and then just continued it onward and just make it a regular thing or like its own show. Clearly, they struck gold there. I'm assuming the ratings were fantastic for the crossovers. I've been thinking the exact same thing. Did the Holy Trinity get promoted from super friends to super siblings? Because I'm all for it. More than Barry considering Kara his sister. Did Oliver think Kara is like a sister to him? I'm sorry, but when it rains, I can still feel where you shot me with those arrows. Is that a quote? That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what a wonderful concept. And I'm glad they did that, the crossovers. It seems like such a unbelievable way to take these wonderful personalities and kind of make them even more likable. But that only comes with good writing, right? Next on the list is... Let's see. It is Spencer Reid in Criminal Minds. Spencer Reid edits Because I Need Him. This is a bit longer. It's a bunch of TikTok edits or Instagram edits. I think those are reels, called reels. So I'm expecting a lot of thirst traps here. Just going to put that out there. A lot of thirst traps. And hopefully all this music doesn't get this video blocked.
Is this hot?
Every day, all day.
That's South Beach. That's not what I'm talking about.
They know.
The audio is going to be all over the place on these, I bet. What did I say?
I've never seen you act like this.
Oh, really? Oh, in the months that you know me, you've never seen me act this way? Hey, no offense, Emily, but you don't really know what you're talking about, do you?
Damn. All right, Emily. Take a step back.
Pry the door open.
Not today. No, not today.
Oh, that is nightmare fuel. There's got to be good moments between them, for sure.
He seems better with you here.
Just glad he's finally resting.
I'm assuming Spencer Reid is probably the most relatable character on that show. Just kind of seems like he's written in kind of a meta way, like you're the audience and you're him, just kind of observing what's going on around you.
This is Reid and Simmons.
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to discuss their assignment.
If I had found you, I would have killed you. And I would have slept well.
What's up, Rin?
Sky
Happy
doesn't
Tuesday.
He doesn't go to
You're
parties.
doing well.
He doesn't feel comfortable in front of groups.
Thanks for joining again. Thirst traps. Okay. All
I
right.
was the pretty boy until I started working with him. Now I'm just a tough guy.
What song was that?
Measure the degradation of matter and energy in the universe. To put it another way.
Was that Aubrey Plaza? The song choice is hilarious. Yes, it is.
After what he did to you, if I had found him, I would have killed him. And I would have slept well.
All right, badass Spencer.
I'm probably gonna finish you fight.
All right, touche, editor, touche. Reid.
Your man post a quote and a pic in bed. So I hit him in the DM like, hey, big head. Remember when I was your woman crush? He said, yeah. Told him that I'm headed home. He could meet me there. Try to beat me there. Let me be clear.
That editing is incredible.
Really nice earrings. I like those.
Although I do hope that was an actual conversation.
Treat me like white teeth. Don't get me dirty. Love on me. Love on me.
You're probably going to want to write this down. I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but I'm definitely putting this on the final.
I'm only auditing this class.
Is anyone else auditing this class? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's it. But,
Definitely not the intended audience for this. I love this show, but these thirst traps are insane. Something endearing about it, you know? Like, you know, the editor of that thirst trap was just really proud of it. And, you know, can't question their feelings.
After what he did to you,
Clearly they're into it.
I would have killed him. If I was going to kill somebody and hide a body, I think I would probably use sulfuric acid. I killed her.
No shame on the game.
I killed her. I should feel something, but I don't. You have no idea what I am capable of.
Would you pin me down and leave bruises that don't go away?
Is that what you want?
Okay, that out of context is wild. Wild.
They got hair, mighty spirit, well, that is sorry.
Are these done on like CapCut or something? Like these transitions and everything is just wild to me. I don't even think I could edit a video like that if you gave me a year.
Taking back the last 5 minutes of my life.
Lorenzini, the guy that wrote Pinocchio, was said to be obsessed with the human nose. As a matter of fact, Pinocchio wasn't even the first character.
Coffee? I love chocolate.
Bees too. It's also found in
That was
Indeed.
graphic.
Some become very
Definitely wild. Let me go to this like sweet, you know, innocent love letter to Spencer. I guarantee the next one's just going to be
Boys have a way of sorting these things out for themselves. Yeah, they sure do. Right now, Owen's out there sorting it out with an assault rifle.
Reid.
No, okay, it's not too bad. I thought the other was really going to get crazy with that.
Oh, you're punishing me?
No.
Oh, you're punishing me?
Okay, all right.
No. How many minutes?
Very few.
You offered me a kiss.
Why? Such a foolish reason, I'm afraid. I just wanted to kiss you.
Oh, a little love interest for Spencer. You loved Elle. Did they have a love interest, or is this creative editing? Now I can't trust anything. I don't trust any edits. Okay. They were more like best friends. Got it. Okay. All right.
How many cops are there in LA?
City or county?
You actually know the answer.
I know both answers.
The sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff.
This is going to be the hot seat.
You do know he's been banned from every casino in Vegas, right?
It's that didactic memory.
Genius Dr. Reid let you win.
I'm 23 and my folks are getting old. I know they don't have forever and I'm scared to be alone. So I'm thankful for my sister, even though sometimes we fight. When high school wasn't easy, she's the reason I survived. I know she never leave me and I hate to see her cry. So I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that the world's not perfect, but it's not that.
See, this is wholesome. This is a wholesome edit. I love it.
I will be your brother and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you. When the world's not perfect, when the world's not kind, if we have each other, then we'll both be fine. I will be your brother and I'll hold your hand.
They have a good friendship. That's awesome. That is wholesome. That is sweet. That's lovely.
I don't know, there's just something incredibly right about being here with you guys.
Yellow, my favorite.
Yes!
Yellow, my favorite.
Yes!
Jello or pudding? Which is your favorite? Let me know. For me, honestly,
Is that legal?
Of course not. We'll go to prison and you'll be someone's
pudding.
bitch.
Really?
But it's gotta be like ice cold. Banana pudding.
Apparently he gave Lewis a shove and Reid went a little cell block.
What's the difference between pudding and custard? Is custard like sweeter, maybe? I will look it up because now I'm curious. I got the questions. I got the questions, I don't got the answers.
What?
You threw the book at a window. It was jarring.
It took me 60 minutes to deduce what should have taken me 60 seconds, and if Emily died, because I was too slow, I'll be throwing a lot more than books.
What's that abrasion on his forehead?
Apparently he gave Lewis a shove and Reid went a little cell block D on him.
Nice.
Oh. Dang. All right. Reid's got some menace in him.
Hey, you won like $2,000 here.
Keep it. Childish Gambino.
Spence. I'm sorry.
It's too late, all right? Do me a favor and close your eyes. Do me a favor and close your eyes.
Okay, that was flirting with it. Apparently custard has egg for thickening while pudding has starch. Custard is also firmer than pudding, apparently. Well, I appreciate you looking it up. That is interesting. That makes sense. Custard does seem like it has egg and it's a little thicker. That makes sense. Why custard is usually like a yellowish color when it's in like a donut. Interesting. I've definitely had frozen custard before at like Culver's or whatever.
Yellow, my favorite. They didn't miss it.
Yeah, it's thick. It is thick with 2 C's. Very much like, I don't know if anyone's ever had them, but Dairy Queen's Blizzards are really thick. It's soft serve, but it's thick enough where they serve it to you upside down as like a parlor trick.
Yellow, my favorite.
I thought only frozen custard would be thick, because the custard within a donut is usually like pudding consistency. Maybe it's different.
Stay out of it.
Yeah, I know, but Reid said that you wanted us.
No, I didn't. She did.
Lovers entwined, pass me by, and heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job and then I found a job.
Oh boy, this is another one of those. They're friends, but we don't want them to be friends. We want them more than friends. People really didn't like Elle, which is wild to me. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe it's because they were jealous of Elle's friendship with Spencer. Just saying. We're watching a 20-minute video of dedication to Spencer. I'm assuming there's some jealousy in there. Jealousy of Elle.
said you were. Was that a signal?
No.
Was that a prearranged signal to kill my mother?
No.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
You a fucking bitch nigga for the fame, won't you? You would get that pussy up to a lane, won't you? Like an old school, I redid the frame on you. I got my old shooters with me and they land on you. Burn to them niggas back to six.
Yes, sir?
Reid, we talked about this.
I'm sorry, sir.
Really starting to get some distance on this.
That must be towards the start of the show.
Physics.
Ray, son of a bitch! Hi, this is Dr. Spencer Reid. I actually can come to the phone right now with a very special message that your mother is.
Reid.
I'm rambling. I'm a loser.
Yes!
What? I'm rambling. I'm a loser.
Yes!
Kesha had so many bangers, it's
Best
unbelievable.
company right now.
Oh no. Up. Up. Do not make me hurt you.
Not really feeling like I'd make the,
Found him in the bushes.
I told her she should cut those.
Everyone needs a Penelope. Why do you say that? Is she like super supportive, funny? That is a wild outfit. She's just so sweet and nice. She's always the one to lift the mood. That's awesome. Yeah, everyone does need someone like that. That's important in everybody's life for sure. Because we get down from time to time. Especially with their job, she brings the light in the dark. That's beautiful. What was that called? Gallows humor? When you're able to make light of a dark situation. You know, police officers, firefighters, army buddies, etc. They all kind of adopt this humor in terrible situations. Like I saw this video of it was soldiers deployed overseas somewhere, and they were literally getting shot at. And one guy took a bullet on the helmet. Didn't actually hurt him, but it stuck in the helmet. And he was making a joke about it, and the other guys were laughing. I'm just like, this is unbelievable. Like, I would be soiling myself, and they're just laughing it off.
He knows what he knows. He was only 24.
Imagine what he'll know by 50.
What happened? I don't know. Oh my god. Guys, get in here!
Oh, what is this?
He's been beaten. Can't you track him?
Ankle's only streaming this to his home computer.
He knows we're here.
Oh, wow. That was probably disturbing. Although I will say that's brilliant writing. Take the most likable character, or certainly the lightest character, and make him go through absolute hell. That is going to get some eyeballs for sure. That was an intense episode, I bet. I haven't even seen the show, and I know that would be super intense.
And she says you've been acting real square.
And a brilliant, brilliant move.
Play on, play out.
Okay, the song took it. The song took it somewhere completely opposite of that video. That was unbelievable.
Baby, what you wishing for? Maybe you should wish it more. Maybe the world is yours. Maybe when it rains, it pours.
You don't. You're on parole.
He's got a really interesting Instagram.
We're not done yet.
That hashtag, though. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. I think that was it. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. That was a long compilation, so that took time and effort. Don't know much about the character. I pulled up a little bit of information to really go over it. These Elle and Spencer edits are making me realize I miss Elle in the show. So that tells me she didn't make it throughout the entire show. That's what you're telling me. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Anybody who's watched the YouTube channel for a while realizes just how much distrust I have in edits at this point. It all started with Bonnie and Kai in Vampire Diaries. But that was funny. The comments in that video was just hilarious to me. But let me go ahead and pull up that information so we can look more into Spencer. Sadly, not the actress left after one season. What? Her exit was so sad for me. That's too bad. That's too bad. Spencer was born, I don't need to go through all that. Graduated high school at the age of 12. Oh my gosh. Father left him and his mother as he could no longer deal with her paranoid schizophrenia, among other things. Reid once mentioned that he was a victim of bullying in school, where he was stripped naked and tied to a goalpost in front of other students. Well, that is traumatizing. Oh my gosh. Boy. Well, number one, that's going to make locker rooms very interesting for the rest of your life. Gosh, that is... At that point, it's like hazing. It's not even bullying, it's hazing. After waiting for all the other teenagers to leave, he walked home, only to find that his mother had not noticed he was so late to return because she had been having one of her episodes. Learned nearly everything he knows from books. His mother often read to him. When he was 18, he placed his mother in a mental institution. She resided in that same mental institution until season 12. He stated in letters to Diana every day because he stated they sent letters to Diana every day because of the guilt he had for not visiting her. That would be rough. Worried about it being passed on genetically. Is that genetic? Wow, that's terrible. Reid has a... How do you say that word? Eidactic? Is it eidactic or edactic? I think it's eidactic. Memory, meaning that he can remember an exceedingly large amount of information with extraordinary detail. That would be a blessing and a curse, because I don't know if you've ever done this. You probably have. If you have an internal monologue. I found out a lot of people don't have an internal monologue, which is wild to me. It's a big number. It's like almost over half of people or something like that, or maybe even over half. That is mind-blowing. Like, I have full-blown conversations with myself, and if I'm in like an awkward situation, I'm talking to myself in my head like, oh, this is weird. But, you know, late at night, you have those embarrassing memories just come back to you. Like, that would just be awful if you remembered more details about it and more information about it. Ugh. This, however, only definitely applies to information gathered visually, especially things he's read as applied in the word. However, his ability to retain auditory information has been rather inconsistent, as evident when he once noted he could not remember Garcia's name. Oh, I guess that's partially good. You just remember the scene of the crime. You don't remember everything that was said. Yeah, I do too. Like, do I have milk? I think I do. I should check. Yeah, that was unbelievable to read that. And then I started looking up YouTube videos on it. You know, went down a complete rabbit hole of, you know, people not having internal monologues. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you not have a internal monologue when you like talk to yourself in your head and not out loud? I saw an interview of a girl. I think she was a college girl or something in college. And she basically said, yeah, when I think, I just say it out loud. And I'm like, whoa, that would be awkward in a lot of situations. That would be awkward. Despite that, he's been able to perfectly recite speech he hears, even when it's in completely different language. That's unbelievable. Noted for his social awkwardness and prodigal brilliance. His social awkwardness is probably why he's so likable and relatable. A lot of us have that. I know I certainly do. It is what it is. I am definitely more comfortable alone or with people I know already. Throw me into a crowd of people I don't know. Oh boy. I get real quiet real fast, which draws on his analytical way of thinking and establishes him as the encyclopedic brainiac of the group. He has an affinity for words from reading and scrutinizing texts at an astounding 20,000 words per minute. Oh my gosh. An average American adult reads at 200 to 300 words per minute. Oh my gosh. That's wild. And his rambling of long explanations and tangents tends to miss social cues at times. For example, unknowingly changing the subject of a conversation. Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. Also has a hard time feeling empathy until after the events of season 2, stating that he could understand what the victims felt before they died to Morgan. Also commented on the differences between Reid. Oh, Matthew, the actor's name. Has also commented on the differences between Reid and similarly odd character Garcia. She represents everything he is not. She is very tech-oriented, and I would like to imagine he is more like a 1920s smart. Books, reading, etc. Technophobe, and does not use either email or the new iPads. He tweeted that Reid is also germophobic. Boy, you can tell he enjoyed playing the character. Tweeting out about it and whatnot. I guess now it's called posting. It's no longer tweeting. Whatever. Very confusing stuff. Trouble at conforming to social behavior. The show has hinted at symptoms correlated with schizophrenia, autism, minor autism, and Asperger's. Oh, he was 24. Okay. Very early in the career. Very interesting character. Got to be relatable. I mean, the social awkwardness, I mean, probably a good amount of us relate to that. Not picking up some social cues, being a little awkward. Gosh, yeah, that's relatable. And apparently he's good looking, hence all the thirst traps that we just watched. He is a handsome dude. It's not surprising. And I do like the fact that multiple people can watch the show and have very different reactions to the relationships on that show. Like, they could be best of friends and people are just like, and kith. And they're just like, wait, what? I love that. You know, you can have your own interpretations of the relationships. Next on the list is, oh boy, this show I think I've only reacted to one video, and it was a doozy a couple days ago. Rin, you probably remember this. Till the End of the Moon. I'm realizing that Criminal Minds has made me more wary of people, too. I'm always like, they could be the next true crime documentary. Yeah. Watching a lot of those shows, like the murder mysteries or listening to like the murder podcasts or whatever, I assume that would make you very paranoid of people and strangers. And just constantly, what was that? I can't tell if it was a observation or a joke. I can't remember. But somebody was just like, I wonder how many serial killers we've walked by or people that have ended other people. Like, just that thought alone is crazy. I don't even want to think about it, honestly. I mean, in a very similar vein, you can look up maps of people that are on a list. You can kind of guess where I'm going with that. That are on a list that live near you. And looking at those is terrifying. So if that many people that are on the list live around you, I can only imagine how many people live around you or me or whatever that have done that. Like, that is nuts. I'll be sleeping with the lights on tonight. Thanks for that. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a terrible thought. Definitely don't think about it. Moving on. Yeah, the first edit of Till the End of the Moon was incredible. Obviously a visual stunner of a show. This is called Infinity. I have no idea what this is going to be like, but I'm assuming it's going to be excellent. I don't think it's as long as the first one, though, which is probably a good thing because that first one was a doozy. Let's go ahead and jump into this.
Baby, this love, I'll never let it die.
Well, it definitely has a filter over it.
Can't be touched by no one. I like to see him try. I'm a madman for your touch, girl. I've lost control. I'm gonna make this last forever. Don't tell me it's impossible. 'Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity. 'Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity.
I'm assuming most of this awe that I'm experiencing right now is because of the edit. Otherwise, how does this have better CGI than a Marvel movie? Like, what? How is this more visually stunning and appealing than a movie that had hundreds of millions of dollars worth of budget? What is that? How is this show this good looking? I know it's got a filter on it, but what?
Well, darling, my soul, you know it aches for yours, and you've been filling this hole since you were born.
And the costumes are incredible.
Oh, 'cause you're the reason I believe in fate. You're my paradise.
The lighting is wonderful. Like, what? Alright, that was pretty lame. The blood was a little lame. I'll give it that. It's got one demerit.
Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity. the ocean.
How many times in this show does he have to spit out fake blood? That's the question.
Universe is open. Love isn't random, we are chosen. And we could wear the same crown. Keep slowing your heart down.
Boy, the colors are so bright.
We are the gods now. 'Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity. 'Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity.
Fun fact, when actors are spitting out blood, there's a capsule of fake blood that they have to pop when they have to do it mid-scene. Yeah, I've heard about that. They must just keep it in their cheek or something and then move it over. That is... Yeah. That's probably the least interesting or visually appealing part of this. Is that fake blood, because it's not quite there. It's just kind of spilling out as opposed to like coughing on it because blood is filling your lungs. Wow, what a set piece. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. That is stunning. Holy moly. I'm in awe of, the cinematography and CGI. Unbelievable. That location was gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say to that. That is... It makes you realize just how dull and dark and neutral a lot of shows are. To see that much color is just jarring in a way. Link down below in the YouTube description when this gets uploaded there. For the original edit, go throw it some love. It was a very good edit, obviously. But wow. What the heck? What the heck? That was... Oh, gosh. I don't even know what to make of that. Boy, it's really difficult to poke holes in that other than the fake blood. Because if your lungs were filling up, you'd be like... and like exhale, and it would just spray. I highly doubt it would just trickle out. But other than that, I mean, what a drama. What a show. Wow. I am stunned at how good that show is. I haven't seen a second of that show, but it's stunning to the point where you're just like, wow, that must be amazing. The only thing you don't get in those kind of edits is like the proper tone of the show. You know, you have to really see dialogue, how they interact, what they sound like when they talk, etc. Maybe, obviously, I won't understand the words without subtitles, but you can tell a lot about the show with what kind of sound of their voices, oh God, what am I trying to say? The tone in which they talk. Is it more like ha ha he he, like comedy, or is it more like super dramatic, angry, sweet in moments? You know, it kind of gives you the full roundedness of the show. Because there's been points of the Untamed where I've, listened to, and it's very much both. Like, it can be super serious, but it can also be kind of a ha-ha funny comment or moment and lighthearted. I did bring up this bit of information. This is somebody's take on it, and we'll probably get some more. So this will be kind of interesting to look over. Maybe it'll get a little bit more in the way of it. So the initial question is, what are your thoughts on it? They hadn't seen it, and then these are the answers. And the first one is, this is a very polarizing drama. It's a dramatic drama. If you love it, you love it. If it's not your style, it can come off as almost comical. I was so obsessed with this drama when it was airing because the plot was right up my alley. I love time travel, redemption story, morally gray main characters. You're not quite sure if they're good or they're evil. Everything was dialed to the 10th. So many things going on, very high stakes, larger than life, intense characters with high attitude. And they tried to squeeze it in all within 40 episodes. Some changes were made to the characters that made... Some changes were made to the FL characters that made her look very frustrating and unreasonable. But even then, I could look past it. However, the ending just killed this drama for me. It's open-ended, and many people were satisfied. But if you come in watching this drama and expecting a satisfying payoff for the emotional wrench this drama dragged you through, then the ending is a slap in the face. Logically, I understand it for the narrative purpose. Emotionally, they can kiss my rear end. I pretend that the ending never existed and instead mentally replaced it with the novel's drama in my mind. Personally, I gave it an 8. Could have been a perfect 10 if it had another 10 episodes. Yeah, I mean, that is interesting. Is 40 episodes enough? I guess it depends on how the writers structured it. But if they had the 40 episodes in mind before shooting started and production, it should have worked, right? And maybe it does. Maybe this person, doesn't think it works, but everyone else thinks it does. The problem is when it's being written as it's going. That's what kind of Game of Thrones ran into, where the last season felt super rushed to the point where it didn't even feel like the same show. It was just completely rushed because the writers wanted to move on to other projects. I think they were just hired by Star Wars to do Star Wars, or Disney or whatever, to do a Star Wars film or trilogy or whatever the hell. But you could tell something was wrong. Something was off. I don't know if that's the case in this situation. If they had 40 episodes or so in mind, considering the fact that it's one season of 40 episodes, I'm assuming they weren't writing the story arc as they went. I'm assuming the overall focus of it or plot arc was already constructed. I loved the first 15 or so episodes, but then it really dropped off for me. I pushed through to about episode 20, then quit. Wow. Came back a while later to give it another shot, but could only last another 3 episodes. It's a real shame because I was really enjoying it, but didn't like the direction it started going and the decisions a character was making. Apart from that, the costume and set design, the CGI, some of the characters were awesome. It's just a pity that some of the writing and editing got so messy as it went on. One of my favorite dramas of the year. It has been more than 1 month since I finished watching this, and I still think about it often. The story, music, acting, CGI are all top-notch. I will admit that it got a little weird towards the later half, but this is common in most dramas. Most impressed by the costumes and CGIs. Exactly what we have been impressed by. Felt like I was watching the Chinese version of the Avengers. It's amazing how on point I was for that. Oh my gosh. I found the ending confusing. I love it. Best drama I've probably watched in years. Very dark and twisty. Let's see. Both characters are relatable. Does have its flaws. A lot of that has to do with post-production and edits. So apparently the editing isn't wonderful. I enjoyed the first 10 episodes. I very much did not enjoy the rest of the show. Wow. Themes about the human condition makes it more like literature. C-dramas are firstly for entertainment, not philosophy class. This is why the show is polarizing. Marvelous from start to finish. Boy, it's amazing reading those back to back. Opening original soundtrack is so good. Barely skipped it every time I watched an episode. Since I have an itch to be downvoted, I'll be honest and say this. Everyone seems to have such a strong reaction to this drama, whether positive or negative. Am I the only one who simply liked this drama, but don't have any strong feelings about it? I think that's most people, probably. Love it or hate it. It's very, very extra in pretty much everything. Plot, emotions, visual styling, special effects. Complex, dramatic, relatively dark. Honestly, it sounds great. Just from reading these descriptions of it. Costumes and sets are gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely. Acting's on point. Post-production editing is so-so. Censorship issues. Okay. Try out the first 3 episodes. Gorgeous outfits. Powerful soundtrack. Great CGI. Post-production cut a lot of scenes. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, that's so bad. It's too bad they can't send it to like another studio outside of China and like recut it to be like what it's meant to be. Then again, that's probably a quick way to never produce anything ever again. So I get why they probably don't do that. Acting, chemistry, music, and costumes were great. Especially the music was heavenly. Again, what we have seen in those edits of the show have just been stunning. Visually stunning. And it's not surprising. It's a bit polarizing, apparently, according to some folks on here. But what probably carries it for most is the fact that it is that bombastic. It is that beautiful, visually stunning. Costumes. Apparently the music is really heavenly too. Haven't heard any of it yet. If you can't stand jealousy and misunderstandings portrayed the old-fashioned way, you might find it annoying. I don't mind jealousy and misunderstandings. I think that kind of adds to it. Maybe if it drags on and on and on and on, that might get a little annoying, but certainly the first 10 episodes are peak. That's what I'm gathering from all these opinions. Yeah, I thought the first 9 to 10 episodes were pretty great. All right, so 9 to 10 episodes. That's what the writers nailed. 9 to 10. Unfortunately, there's another 30 episodes. That's too bad. That is too bad. But overall, stunning. Stunning. Next video is... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and cut over to an ad. The winter collection coming to an end soon. Be sure to check it out before it does. Ships worldwide, by the way.
If there's no great, glorious end to all this, if nothing we do matters.
Hold on. I didn't even introduce it. What am I doing? I didn't even introduce it. I'm just excited to jump in. Just immediately into it. Dance time, indeed. I was dancing so hard I forgot to introduce it. The last video of the day is You Know Her, You Love Her. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, Ready or Not. It has been a while since I've reacted to a Buffy video. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My oldest brother really enjoyed the show and watched it, both Buffy and Angel. And I would catch random episodes every once in a while as he was watching it. I never watched it consistently because I was pretty young at the time. And at that point, when you're that young, there is no consistency in content consumption at all. Unless it's Sesame Street or Teletubbies or, whatever. So I was pretty young. I never really got the introduction of it when it was on. But from what I saw, it was pretty entertaining. Definitely scary at that point when I'm that young. But overall quality was amazing.
If there's no great, glorious end to all this, if nothing we do matters, and all that matters is what we do. Because that's all there is. What we do now, today.
And it's something that really matters. They fight. I mean, they're lame morons for fighting, but they do. They never quit. So I guess I will keep fighting too.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
I'm Buffy, the vampire slayer, and you are? They think we're gonna wait for the end to come, like we always do. I'm done waiting. They want an apocalypse. Well, we'll give them one. Anyone else who wants to run, do it now. We just became an army.
The one thing I really loved about Buffy is the fact that she had that sort of, oh, woe is me. I'm just, I'm just here. I don't know. And then she'd like roundhouse kick you to the face. That is a beautiful combination.
We just declared war.
No weapons, no friends.
Woe is me.
No hope. Take all that away, and what's left?
Me.
I'm sorry, did she just fire off a shoulder rocket launcher? Where did that happen?
You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
And there's no one in the world who happens to be.
I'd like to test that theory.
Unimpressive.
Let's go to work. I love that. That is a great ending. Excellent edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw out some much-deserved love. As always, all the original edits links are in the description. I do like paying respects to the people that put in time and effort into all of those so we can watch. Gosh, I wish I was alive earlier so I could have seen that show in its prime. That must have been amazing. I mean, it lasted a long time. It had spin-offs that were successful. That tells you just how big that show was. It had movies, everything. Even terrible movies, not starring Sarah Michelle Gellar. I have no idea how those were received or were, but I'm assuming they were bad. Usually it doesn't work when you just replace somebody completely and just try to make a good movie out of it. Let's go ahead and bring up Angel and Buffy's relationship. I always like to look at these because I think it's interesting. Just find other people's opinions of it and comment on those. So when I first found the show, I was 13. Boy, yeah. And loved their relationship. And now that I'm 22, I'm almost just get grossed out. He's over 200 years old. Talking about Angel. And she's what, 16 when they first meet? Oh boy. Not to mention he was following her beforehand. It's just always made me feel a bit uncomfortable seeing them together. I understand Angel's important and that their relationship is part of their character development, but it just gives me the ick. I feel the same about Dawn and Xander, and even Willow and Kennedy, mainly because I don't know Kennedy's age in the series, so I'm forced to assume 16 or 17, like most of the other girls. Edit, never said I liked Spike and Buffy. I'm actually against their relationship for the same exact reason and more. I personally skipped their scenes or zoned them out completely. I was never for the relationship and actually don't see why it was needed. Same with Anya and Xander. They were toxic. She was what, 1,000-year-old? Oh my gosh. What do you have in common at that point? I'm not a huge fan of Xander, but I do feel like Anya took advantage of him. Through my rewatch, I noticed that. That is hot take incoming. It's never bothered me, still doesn't. There's so much teenage vampire romance content in the world. I'm not about to start getting annoyed over a 100-year age gap, or I wouldn't enjoy any vampire content. That's kind of true. Actually, if you think about Dorian Gray, that also kind of works on that as well. That is interesting, to say the least. It's a good way to reconcile it, but I can't say that the genre isn't replete enough to do a paradigm shift. Well, then again, you would have to just have the vampires get with other vampires at that point. And not even new vampires. If it's a new vampire, it falls under that same category, right? Earlier vampire stories, like from late antiquity, had it that vampires were more interested in being friends to entire families as a means of echoing the emptiness of their own soul, as well as feeding off the life force of a happy, positive home. Definitely not in a positive, contributing way, but still an important contrast in the creature's history. The demon lived for 200 years in Angel's body. Angel himself is only but about 21. It's hard to make it an issue because Sarah is obviously closer to David in age than Buffy is, so it doesn't feel as bad as it should. Now, Xander and Dawn in the comics just feels weird, particularly as he's been babysitting her since she was 12 or something. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He was 26 when he became a vampire, so still creepy. Yeah, this person would clearly take issue with 26-year-old dating a 16-year-old. Yeah, I think I saw his age being 26 on the wiki page. Dawn was 9 or 10 in the memories when the family moved to Sunnydale. Yikes. I mean, that's any vampire movie or TV show. One character is bound to be at least 100 to 1,000 years old and older than the other. Same with any supernatural kind of matchup. Yeah. I always find it fascinating that the often mentioned issue with Bangle. Bangle seems like to be the big age gap, and often the often mentioned issue with Spuffy. Boy, these pairing names. Seems to be damage, toxicity when both relationships were full of both. Spike's age gap looks pretty creepy when you get old enough to not want to date a 21-year-old. And the age gap between Geller and Marsters was significantly bigger than that between her and David Boreanaz, a.k.a. Angel. I agree with you. I just never really considered them dating. Spike and Buffy, it's ick too, to be honest. The Angel thing, he was initially cast to have been turned at 19. They had to age his character up because David Boreanaz started to look visibly too old. All of the cast were older than their actual characters. Gosh, why do they do that? Why do they do that? I get it. You want more attractive looking actors. But just cast people for their age group, please. Ugh, that is so annoying. The 200 plus age gap, he's a vampire. It's a staple of the genre. They're frozen in time. That's the whole point of the vampire romance genre. If we judge a supernatural age gap by real world human standards, then we have to address that it's equally creepy that Buffy's clearly a necrophiliac. She's clearly into dead people, which is hilarious. That is very funny. That is an interesting take. There is a double edge to that sword. where if you're going to attack one thing, you got to call it all out. But then again, it's fantasy. It's a fantasy genre about vampires and people, and it is what it is. But then again, I think about that age gap and I go, ugh, I don't know. That is weird. I don't even know how to process that. Is it too weird to watch, or is it too weird if you think about it? Too weird. Also, he didn't watch her in a creepy way. He was sent by Whistler to see her called, watch her stake her first vamp, and see her dealing with it when she got home. Then he went to Sunnydale before she did and introduced himself to her when she arrived, so I don't find it weird. Dawn and Xander, I saw that's a thing in the comics, but I've never read, nor do I consider it part of the show, or do even exist. Gross. Exactly, people gotta stop comparing real life to a supernatural show. It's fantasy, not real. Buffy isn't a normal teenage girl as much as she wants to be. She's a superhero. And Angel isn't a normal guy, duh. I always see people only complain about the age gap, but those same people have no problem with Angel being a murderer and other horrible things, or, dead. So Buffy having fun with someone who's dead is okay, but someone that's older than the other, the deal breaker. Yeah, that is such a tangled web of... You have to willingly suspend your disbelief and understand that this is a supernatural show and that the regular rules don't apply. Otherwise, you won't be able to enjoy the couples on the show, as I can see you aren't. It's a show about vampires, demons, witches, magic, death, the end of the world. But that's my opinion. I'm surprised nobody noticed this before. Sarcasm. Angel was turned at 18. Vampires don't age. So you're grossed out by an 18-year-old with a 16, 17-year-old. Apparently we do. At the end of the day, it is a fantasy show. It is not meant to be taken literally. It is not a literal, reproduction of history. There is no history here. It is literally out of someone's own head. That seems like a weird thing to get caught up on, honestly. That is... I think at that point, you're too into thinking about real life when you're watching entertainment. Entertainment is meant to be taken very fly by the seat of your pants. Just consume it, whatever it is. I don't see the point in what am I trying to say? Critiquing content that's meant to be just entertainment. It's not meant to be a message or a social pressure. It literally is what it is. That being said, some things can be outrageous, but most of the time, it just is what it is. And especially dealing with vampires. Good grief. There's so much murder on those shows and, drinking the lifeblood of innocent people. Even if they're awful people, they're still innocent in a way. So maybe that's where you should draw the line, but it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think we should react to fantasy dramas this seriously? Do you think we should, imprint our knowledge onto them and then judge them accordingly? I don't know. I don't see it as a big issue. It is odd if you think about it, certainly. But I don't know. I choose not to think about it. At that point, is that the type of person that can't enjoy anything? If you're that critical over a fantasy show about vampires and demons, you're probably not having a good time at all watching anything, because you're always applying today to then, or today to somebody's imagination. That's no way to enjoy content. Maybe you do it and you enjoy doing that and you enjoy critiquing things and, being critical, hypercritical of things. I'd rather just escape. It's supposed to be an escape medium. You're supposed to literally just check out. mentally check out and just absorb what you're watching or hearing. That's what I do, at least. I don't even think about the plot. I never even think about the plot. Like, I'm just absorbing what's in the moment. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen to that character. I'm not thinking about, oh, how's this all end? I'm literally just in the moment, blank mind, as blank as I can get it, and just absorbing. That's how I like to consume content. Obviously, we're all different. Maybe you are thinking about the ending, thinking about what happens to characters. That's cool. I choose to be ignorant, I guess. And I enjoy it. I enjoy doing that. Anyway, that is the last video of the day. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. Go ahead and follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Todd Reacts. You'll get notified live when I am live. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the video if you like it. Throw on notifications. That way you know when these videos actually upload, because it does take a little while to process and move over to YouTube. Eventually that won't be a thing. Join the Discord. Yes, the Discord is now public. You're welcome to join. We just had a poll in there about what's your favorite type of show to consume, comfort show, something new, or background noise. So we're coming up with new ways to spice it up. So jump on in there, totally free if you have Discord, and it's easy to sign up if you don't. There's a little learning curve to it, but it's not too bad. It definitely took me a little bit longer than it probably should have. But that's just me, okay? Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Rin, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. We had one ban today. We did ban somebody today, but I think it was a bot. But that's fun nonetheless. Take it easy. Have a good one. See you tomorrow on the Wednesday stream. Take care. Bye-bye.